Portsmouth Councillor exposes the Migrant hotel rape scandal. Police called him at midnight to try to stop him speaking out. Exposing the truth that a migrant has been charged with raping a young woman in Portsmouth. This man entered via the boats and placed in Portsmouth by the HO. I'm gonna get so much rubbish thrown at me for this. They tried to stop me speaking out.
Hello, I'm George Madgwick. What I'm about to tell you is probably going to get me into some serious trouble over the next couple of weeks. But I always said that I'd be open and transparent with people, and then you can judge me how you want to judge me. So here goes. Buckle yourselves in. Last week, a man who arrived here on a boat via the crossings who's been placed in Portsmouth, has been accused, charged and held in remand for 2 counts. One for raping a young British girl in our city, and the other one for recording of a private act. First and foremost, you've got to remember that there's a victim at the heart of this, a young lady who's had her life destroyed, and for that, on behalf of the whole city, I'm incredibly sorry to her and her family, because she must be going through hell. But it's important that people are aware of this. If you can share this video, I'd appreciate it, because we've really got to get awareness of this, because not only has this act happened, which could have been avoidable via certain decisions, but also I was put under, and not just me, others have been put under increased pressure to not reveal this information or not tell anybody about this information. That is fundamentally wrong. I am saying this to you as a resident, not as a councillor, not in my elected role, but as a resident. I attended court on Tuesday to get a copy of the documentation of his charge. That documentation released to me his name, which is a guy called Mubarak Ibrahim. It revealed to me his location, which is obviously Portsmouth, in one of the places that people stay when they get put here via the Home Office. They informed me what he was being charged for, which was rape and recording of private recording of that situation, and also that he was remanded in custody on Monday morning at around 11:30 a.m. and he'll be held in custody until the 14th of July at 10:30 a.m, where he's going to be attending Portsmouth Crown Court for a plea hearing. So that's the information that they've given me publicly. So I'm not disclosing anything that's not public information. I'm not doing anything like that at all. But there's 2 issues here. One, this is a reason why public don't trust politicians and don't trust public bodies. The moment this happened, they should have been honest with people, honest with residents, and told them the truth about what happened and what's going on in the city of Portsmouth. Not trying to encourage people to hide it and not speak about it. You'll remember that I put a status up a couple of days ago that said I was really frustrated because you get information and people like me aren't allowed to share that information. I was put under a lot of pressure. I was even messaged by a senior officer at midnight saying, do not reveal this information, blah, and basically telling me off for even suggesting that I was going to tell people. And that's wrong. It's almost a cover-up, And you understand why people are annoyed. And secondly, what's frustrating is that in this city, we have National Party politicians that have held up plaques only several months ago saying refugees are welcome here. And they've been chanting on the steps, no hate, no fear, refugees are welcome here. And they've been signing councillor sanctuary pledges to which encourages more of this. I'm lost for words. But I really hope those politicians that have been standing on those steps with refugees are welcome here signs really take a second look in the mirror and think about the consequences of what they're suggesting. This situation is completely avoidable. And I know there's British people out there that also rape and murder and do terrible crimes. I know that. But they're our responsibility. They're people that were grown here. And I know they do terrible things and the key should be thrown away with them too. But this was avoidable because this man should never have been here. He should never have been allowed to be free on the streets to walk around and do violent acts to our people. He shouldn't be able in that situation to do that. These people that come across on boats should be held in a secure facility until all the rigorous checks have been done and until due process is done. But I don't know, you guys make up your own mind, but I'm just want to tell you the truth. I'm going to be hung, drawn and quartered for this now, but over to you guys. I'm sorry for giving you this news, but the Sun are reporting it tomorrow, I believe, and I think it's important that people know the truth. Thank you.